In this video, we are going to be dealing with some measurements that involve time and temperature and potentially others. So let's kind of work through a little bit and kind of show you what we're talking about. It says that if we are going to convert one unit of time to another, and we're going to be looking to convert 3 hours to minutes, we just kind of know a couple values. So we have 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. And 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. All right, so that's what we're going to use. So if we are converting 3 hours to minutes, let me show you, some people are totally comfortable being like, oh, I'm just going to multiply by 60. But if that doesn't flow in your mind all that great, here's kind of how I can do this. I'm going to take 3 hours. I can really just set up a proportion on it. So I have 1 hour is 60 minutes. 1 hour is 60 minutes. And then I'm going to multiply, or I'm going to set it equal to, sorry, I'm going to set up a proportion that I have 3 hours and I am trying to figure out how many minutes. Okay. So if I have that situation, again, some of you don't need this proportion, but you would just be multiplying by 60, but that doesn't kind of work for you, then let's set for proportion. So I'm taking a scale, and here's my scale factor, and then I'm just setting up a fraction that has the labels in the exact same location. So that way I've set up a proportion, and then I can cross multiply. So 1 times x is x, and then the other cross product is 3 times 60. So then my x equals 180 minutes. Okay, so 3 hours is 180 minutes. Okay, so let's make some calculations with measure of time. So it says a technician can assemble 1 pre-cut picture frame in 7 minutes. How long will it take to assemble 25 frames? So if you're doing, this is kind of your rate, 7 per minute, and you got 25 frames total, we are going to multiply 7 times 25. And we throw in a calculator, but I think of 25 always as quarters. 8 quarters is $2, or 4 quarters is $1, and then we have another 3, that would make 7, so that's 175, $1.75. So it'd be 175 minutes. Now, most likely that's probably not how you want to write your answer, because how long really is 175 minutes. So we're going to take that 175 and we're going to keep on cutting out an hour's worth of minutes. So that's 1 hour, which gets us 111. If I cut on another hour's worth, that gets me 55, and now I don't have an hour's worth. So 2 hours and 55 minutes. So most likely that's how you'll want to represent your answer. All right, because that gives you definitely a better feel. You're looking at almost 3 hours where that's not as obvious of how long it is. Okay, so that was some time. Temperatures, excuse me. We're going to convert between Fahrenheit and Celsius. So there's a formula for both depending on the direction that you're going. So what is the formula to convert Fahrenheit to Celsius? That's something you can look up, or it is just this. So your Celsius measurement is going to equal 5/9 of your Fahrenheit minus 32. Okay, so you're given a Fahrenheit measurement, subtract it by 32, multiply it by 5/9, and that is equivalent to your Celsius. So we're going to change 77 degrees Fahrenheit to Celsius. So that means we're going to be plugging in 77 for that. So C is going to equal 5/9, 77 minus 32. 77 minus 32 is 45. And I'm going to multiply that by 5/9. Okay, so let my calculator do this for me, and hopefully it works out decent. We have 5/9 times 45. 25 degrees. So our Celsius measurement is 25 degrees Celsius. Okay. All right, and then if you go the other direction, it says, what does the formula convert Celsius to Fahrenheit? Celsius to Fahrenheit means you know the Celsius and you're trying to figure out the Fahrenheit. So if you are an American and you're trying to figure out pretty much what the temperature is anywhere else in the world, that you know your Celsius. So your Fahrenheit's going to equal 9/5 of a Celsius temperature plus 32. That is your formula for that one. Okay, so here's your formula for knowing Fahrenheit, wanting to go to Celsius. Here's your formula for knowing Celsius, wanting to go into Fahrenheit. So temperature says it is 25 degrees Celsius. Okay, I have no idea what that means. So how warm is that? How cold is that? So we'll take 9/5 of 25 plus 32. All right, I'm gonna do this without a calculator. If I ever take a fraction times a whole number, what I'm hoping for is I can take a fraction consists of, especially when you multiply it by something, a multiplication piece and a division piece. So I'm going to take 25 and I'm going to divide it by 5, which is 5, and then I'm going to multiply it by the 9. So it's 25 divided by 5 times 9. 25 divided by 5 is 5 times 9 is 45. So that part is 45, and then we'll add 32 to it, and we will get a measurement of 77 degrees. So our Fahrenheit measurement is 77 degrees, and I have a way better feel for how warm 25 degrees Celsius is that. All right, so that was doing some problems in temperature and doing a little bit of stuff related to time.